are now being ordered by Homeland Security, steel workers unions, taxi cab, you name it. They've got to get a government biometric ID card, be government drug tested, and you have to file an application with Homeland Security before you can have a job in America. And now
that's absurd. If that's true, Alex, that is completely absurd. And I just throw my arms up and go, why are we letting them get away with this? All you can do is I'll keep showing my show, and we'll keep talking, and hopefully out there people will start listening and say enough is enough.
Well, you're absolutely right on that point. I do see a big awakening taking place.
I hope so. I hope we're not asleep at the wheel, because these things are dangerous, and many of the little things, you just look at them as small things, they become big then. Like I said, this enhanced airport security at the airport. My big question is, who have they stopped? Wouldn't it be a big news story if they caught someone actually trying to get on a plane?
Well, Governor,
I never hear that. Do you?
Well, no, you don't. But Governor, as you know, they continually catch the underwear bomber being helped on by the U.S. government. Source: Detroit Free Press, Associated Press. Anwar al-Awlaki, Fox News reported, the number 3 in Al-Qaeda, has been in command of all these latest patsies. Oh, by the way, even Geraldo Rivera and Judge Andrew Napolitano have both come out and said that the official 9/11 story is impossible and that it's just like the JFK assassination, a fraud. What do you think about that courage? You've always been calling for other people to have courage.
Well, if the judge and Geraldo actually did that, I wasn't privy to that, but I'm not privy to everything, certainly, especially when I'm heading to Mexico. But if they said that, then good for them, and hooray for the First Amendment to the Constitution, because, ultimately that's what we're fighting here, is our rights and the disintegration of our Bill of Rights. And it all falls under that, and it falls dangerously, because I've said it so many times, when government says they're going to protect you, well, then part of that protection is you losing your freedoms. And you have to be willing to give up your freedoms for that protection. I'm not. I would rather face the adversaries, and I would rather face whatever it is we have fear of than to lose my freedoms. I think losing our freedoms is far more important. And to me, Alex, it means that if there is this opposition and there is this group of people out there that want America overthrown, be it Taliban, be it whoever they are, well, if they're destroying our freedoms, then they're winning. Because it's through our freedoms we have what we have and have had what we've had. And we are a country today that was the greatest country in the world. Do we want to be known as the country that with the biggest failure in history? And that simply was the failure of freedom. Freedom's the most important thing here. And all the other stuff, in my opinion, falls by the wayside. And we can't give up our freedoms, even if it means that occasionally terrorists can attack us. If we lose our freedoms, that's more important, in my opinion, than, any other result that could come from it.
Well, sure. I mean, even if you take their official argument that there's this army of turban boogeymen that are going to get us, so we gave up all of our liberty and let government goons stick their hands down our pants and radiate us, and we're going to have Big Brother telescreens. I mean, you're in the movie The Running Man. Yeah. And in that film, written by Stephen King, it starts with big telescreens in the city streets saying, report suspicious people. I mean, in that 1980s book and film, the total dystopic society is where they have telescreens saying, watch your neighbor, and now it's here.
Yeah, and it's insane, We did the one episode on my show where we simply went down to Washington Avenue and First Avenue in Minneapolis, a normal downtown intersection, and we're amazed that there wasn't one camera on the corner, Alex. There were 4.
It's happening everywhere. Governor.
No, I mean, it was. I expected to see one. I got down there and saw 4 on one corner.
Amazing. Stay there. We're going to break, come back, get into United Nations moles internet regulation options because of WikiLeaks. And O'Reilly says execute Julian Assange. We'll be back with Governor Ventura.
What one food can help you to lose fat, build lean muscle, improve immune function, improve blood sugar and mood, support normal blood pressure, detoxify, reduce inflammation, and increase endurance? This one superfood in nature comes from unheated whey protein powder from grass-fed cows. Of all the whey protein powders on the market, there is only one that is both unheated and from grass-fed cows. It is called One World Whey. It is well known that the support of your entire body's repair from whey protein powder is superior to milk, eggs, meat, or any vegetarian protein. One World Whey can offer you a real boost in your health and well-being. If you'd like more energy or want to lose fat or gain muscle, or if you want to feel better or have more endurance for work or play, then try One World Whey. It comes in 3 delicious flavors. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld.com.
Folks, you've heard us talk about Home Gain before. Home Gain is now offering a special promo where you get up to $150 when you buy or sell a home with a Home Gain agent you find through their Find a Realtor program. Home Gain lets you compare realtors anonymously. It's easy. Go to homegain150.com to find and compare realtors anonymously. Enter promo code HOMEGAIN150 and receive up to $150 when you close a deal with a Home Gain agent. Share the Home Gain 150 promo code with your friends via Facebook, Twitter, text, and more. Look for Max, the Home Gain Gorilla, to find out more about how Home Gain is going to pay you. Visit HomeGain150.com today to enter your promo code and get paid for buying or selling a house. That's HomeGain150.com.
Did you know that you can be tracked and traced when you're online? With identity theft and cybercrimes on the rise, your passwords, your identity, and even your physical location can be revealed to complete strangers. Would you like to surf the internet anonymously and not have to worry about these threats? Well, now you can by visiting patriotinternet.com. For about $2 per month, patriotinternet.com will conceal your IP address and your physical location, allowing you to browse the web, send emails, and instant message anonymously. patriotinternet.com will bypass filters, blocked sites, and keyword blocking. You can also bypass logging by your router and your ISP. With PatriotInternet.com, there is no software to install and uses 128-bit encryption for your protection. When using wireless hotspots, PatriotInternet.com shields your information from identity thieves and is compatible with Windows, Mac, and Linux. Protect your identity and your freedom with anonymous internet access from PatriotInternet.com. Visit PatriotInternet.com today.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Going back to Governor Ventura. Governor, I know you've really, when I talked to you off air Monday, you're really upset about this WikiLeaks situation. You said you concurred with Ron Paul in his speech where he came out and said, telling the truth is not treason. But then you went on to make the point. Well, go ahead and make the point yourself.
Well, that's just it, Alex. I mean, it's that simple. If we're at the point that if the government well, first of all, this is the classic kill the messenger, not the message. This is a classic thing that happens. They're putting all the heat on the messenger when ultimately if these things hadn't have been written in the first place, there would be no messenger to tell them because there'd be nothing to tell. But they're blaming the messenger. And the point is exactly what Congressman Paul said. If our country is at the point now where if the government lies or does something and you expose it by telling the truth, and if the truth makes you a candidate for treason, then we're in horrible shape. When telling the truth becomes a treason offense, in other words, they're saying it's okay for government to lie, but by God, if anyone exposes the lies, we're going to get you for treason. What kind of message does that send to kids?
Well, what is it?
It's all right for government to lie, and it isn't all right for you to catch them or tell on them or expose them or tell the truth.
Well, Governor, what type of message does it send to the press? I've been leaked plenty of documents that have even shown up on your TV show, like the MIAC and Homeland Security and others. I mean, are we going to get executed next?
I don't know. And then it becomes laughable when you have elected officials like Mike Huckabee and these other people who state that this guy should be brought up and put to death for treason. Well, you can't commit treason unless you're a citizen of the country. It's that simple, Alex. He's an Australian. How can an Australian commit treason to the United States?
Well, how can Sarah Palin say that he's un-American? He's not American.
Exactly. And I guess, well, then what is she insinuating? That an American would lie. He's un-American because he's releasing these truthful documents. You notice they're not denying the documents, are they?
No.
There's no denial. It's just that it's happening. And to me, it shows clearly that it boils down to even more basic than that, Alex. It goes back to our entire system of government here in the United States. It's a system based upon bribery and panhandling. And in order to succeed in that system, you have to be comfortable with those thoughts of bribery, of being bribed is okay. And so you have a system, and the people that thrive and live in this system, our politicians, they're comfortable with that. So they're also comfortable with the lying then that obviously goes on continuously in our foreign policy.
And they're saying it's treason to expose their criminal activity. Here's another angle of it I want to get your take on. Since when can the United States, or the crooks that run it, the gangsters, as you say, the Crips and the Bloods, or the Gambinos and the Genoveses, pick your flavor of poison. Since when, Governor, can they reach across the world to England or Australia, and they're now openly have a grand jury federally impaneled, and they're saying they may try to extradite him on espionage or treason or something. They've got a bill now saying it's treason even if you're a foreigner, because it was pointed out a few days after Huckabee and O'Reilly called for his execution that he's not an American. Can the communist Chinese not like what Jesse Ventura says, or Ron Paul, or Alex Jones, or Bob Barr? And can they then come and extradite us to China because, say, some Chinese dissidents give us some documents and then we publicize them?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, this is absurd. It's closing the barn door after the horses have already gotten out. You can't pass laws and go after a guy after he did it. How do you create a new law and then retroactively apply it? That's insane. And the point is, why are we creating laws that stop the truth? It boils back to what Congressman Paul said. When the truth becomes treason, our country's hurting. And people, we better wake up and understand that The truth is what it is. It's not something that